Do come with us, Lord. So does Moses invite God. But God needs no invitation. Ever present is He. The Lord is God, the mighty God, who holds in His hands the depths of the earth, and the highest mountains as well. He made the sea, it belongs to Him, the dry lands too, for it was formed by His hands. So the psalmist. The presence of God in all of life. So we are invited to experience God. Certainly in the majesty of a mountaintop, but really in more ordinary realities, like the early morning sun, or its evening set, or the laughter of a child. All of life, inviting us to awe and wonder, and recognizing the one who always accompanies us, but remains hidden. So do we open our minds and hearts in praise and gratitude to the Father of all creation. Do come along with us, Lord, for you are the Lord, a merciful and gracious God, slow to anger and rich in mercy, in kindness and fidelity. Do come along with us, Lord. So a prayer from the Old Testament. The Lord heard. And the Word became flesh and pitched His tent among us. And He showed us the way to be fully human, a way of compassion and mercy and joy and trust. And He turns to us and He says, even though in the dark times of life, though the fig tree blossom not, nor fruit beyond the vines, though the yield of the olive fail and the terraces produce no nourishment, though the flocks disappear from the fold, yet will I rejoice in the Lord and exult in my saving God. That's one of the most beautiful prayers, I think, that are in the Old Testament. The prophet Habakkuk awaiting the destruction of Jerusalem. And yet he lifts his hands in prayer to God and says, I know what's happening, but I still trust you. The prayer of a faith-filled man, not understanding, but trusting. Habakkuk, in the silence of his heart, admitting the darkness, moved from darkness to the big stage. He was not alone in a cold, meaningless universe. Do come with us, Lord. It's all about trusting. And trusting is all about loving, which always takes us outside of ourselves, beyond ourselves. But we will remain restless, searching people. And in the search, God reveals His presence ever more profoundly. This kind of self-giving, trusting love demands that we stop and smell the roses, take time in prayer to experience the presence of God in the joy and in the pain of life. God, the Creator, the Redeemer, the life-giving Spirit, whose wisdom and courage and strength makes possible people of faith. And so He accompanies us on our journey. But we also see people around us, great people, who show us the way by the holiness of their lives. And if we really look, we will see them, and through them get a glimpse of the self-giving, ever-present one we name God. Merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and abounding in steadfast love and faithfulness. Do come with us, we plead. Follow me, He says.